you really do have to like use your brain a little bit. I'm getting a phone call. I'm gonna swipe that away because it's distracting me. This is, again, as with all my videos, this is more like a what's the word? Like a self-directed, I don't know. You really have to think to yourself how stupid you have to be, to think, oh, I want to be happy. I want to have a good day. I want to have fun. I want to be positive. And then the first thing you do upon waking up from like a long time of sleep, like hours, the first thing you do is open Twitter. Ooh, maybe that's not gonna help you opening Twitter, bitch. Like, you open Twitter, then you tweet, I'm having the worst day of my life. It's not even cracked like 9 a.m. What the fuck are you doing? Again, this is at me. Oh my God. Luckily, I've been like getting better at it. But again, I need to remind myself of these things. So like, I'm pretty much like talking to myself when I say this, and whoever else needs to hear this. A lot of you guys need to hear this actually, because I'm seeing thousands of tweets a day about the same shit. Like, okay, so you're all going through the same thing. Maybe try give the day a chance. You lot are waking up 7 o'clock in the morning. Let's say you don't even open Twitter. You decide to open Spotify. Why are you paying to listen to music, by the way? You decide to open Spotify. Why are you listening to the Smiths and Jeff Buckley and Mitski and SZA 7 a.m.? Did you even try and give the day a chance? I don't want to hear... the curtain, okay. I don't want to hear anyone complaining about being miserable and depressed and all these other things when that's the first thing you do in the morning. Maybe wake up first. Don't even touch your phone. If you know what, to make it easier for people, this is what I did. Instead of grabbing my phone the first thing in the morning, before you go to bed, don't put your phone next to you when it's charging. I know this has probably been said before. I don't give a fuck because it's true. Don't put your phone right next to you when you're about to sleep. Like if this is the bed and this is the bedside table, don't put it here. Put it in a drawer. Literally, you need to start creating barriers between you and things that you don't want in your life. If you keep complaining about something in your life and you keep doing the complete opposite of what you're meant to be doing, you're complaining about something, you're not doing anything to stop engaging with that thing. What do you want to happen? We don't live in a world of wizards and magic. Put the phone in a drawer, close it, okay? If you have an alarm, at least when you pick up the alarm, or turn off the alarm, you're opening a drawer. So there's like that barrier. The brain needs barriers. You need to like start babying yourself again. Like you need to put like these little signs so that your brain associates those things with, okay, I shouldn't be doing this, if that makes sense. Cool. Put it in the drawer. If you don't put it in the drawer, put it across your room. If you must grab a screen, upon waking up, because I'm not going to shame anyone for that. I'm just saying, don't be surprised when you're like depressed as fuck. If you need to grab a screen upon waking up for whatever reason, start decentering the phone and start like, if you have an iPad or a tablet of any kind, literally any type of tablet, like a Kindle, even if it's a Kindle, put that near you so that like you're in the habit of picking up that screen, because your body is so used to picking up the phone first thing in the morning. That's not normal. We're not meant to be doing that. Or a laptop. I am such a laptop advocate. If I had a PC, I would say PC. I really want a PC. I literally have no space for it in my room though. I could try and make space, but there's not really much space. Like, new gaff, not really used to this. But yeah, put the phone away. Stop making it so accessible. Don't listen to sad music in the morning. Don't listen to sad music at all, actually. I'm just like, I realized my life got a little bit better when I stopped listening to sad music all the time. Like stop being so obsessed with sadness and misery and depression and then wake up and be surprised when you're sad, miserable and depressed. Like that literally doesn't make sense. Look at the music that you're listening to. Look at the music you're listening to. Stop engaging with depressing shit. Stop watching sad movies. Stop reminiscing about sad shit. Reminisce about happy things. Have you realized that? People always reminiscing about the bad things. I've realized that for myself too. Like, I'm like, why is reminiscing such like a negative thing for me? Like anytime someone says like the word reminisce or nostalgia, my brain, actually no, not nostalgia, but with reminisce, my brain immediately goes to like, oh, the bad times, like, the grief times. You don't have to do that. I've realized with myself, so much of my own suffering is caused by me. Like no one else, like you really have to think about it. Who is forcing you to feel like this? Oh, but I went through this thing with my boyfriend or my friend. Okay, so you went through that thing. You've been through it already. That's already happened. Why do you keep thinking about it? What you should be doing is thinking about the good times. And you know what? I've realized that's what that meant. When people were like, oh, don't be sad that it ended. be happy that it happened or something like that. Or like if you like had a bad experience with someone, you can just be like, oh, they're like, oh, just think of the good memories, like be happy about the thing happening in itself. And I never understood that, and I only applied that to like relationships and stuff. But then I realized that applies to everything in life. We as humans, we are in relation to everything. Everything is relative. We have relationships with everything. I've got a relationship with my curtain here. I've got a relationship with my nails. It's in relation to me. It's all relative. So when people say relationships, I've stopped viewing it as only romantic relationships. Because I'm aromantic anyways. I don't fucking understand romance. So it's like I have nothing to work with there, but I can apply that same logic to other things in my life. So anytime I'm like reminiscing about something and it's something sad, I quickly catch myself and I make it a habit to be like, I don't have to think this thing. I think a lot of, well, it's not I think, it's a fact. But I do think a lot of the things that humans are suffering with when they're being miserable or sad or like any negative emotional feeling, when they overindulge in that feeling, it's usually because we've all been kind of programmed or like socialized, indoctrinated to like reminisce over the sad times. Even with nostalgia, I know I like shut myself down when I said that before, but even with nostalgia, when you think of nostalgia, well, obviously some people think of happy times, but a lot of the time it's reminiscing about the good times when things are bad. So you're still kind of associating nostalgia with some type of negativity. Like it's not all positive. I don't know, does that make sense? Like that's the best way I could describe it. Like if I'm feeling nostalgic about something, obviously the thing I'm feeling nostalgic about is usually positive, but I'm still like trying to use that nostalgia to like mask a negative feeling. So I'm still associating it or making it relative to negativity, if that makes sense. We need to stop doing that. You don't have to do that. You do not have to do that. You don't have to do that. You guys need to fucking understand you have control over your emotions. You control, maybe I should make a separate video about this. You have control over what you feel, like to a large extent. Obviously, you can't control like the chemicals and the hormones that go into emotions. Like you can't really control like the feeling like of it coming out and like emerging, but you can. But I personally think you can do that, but obviously baby steps for people who are not like too used to that, because it took me so long to get to this point. But again, you can't control, the chemicals and the feelings that make up those emotions, but you can control how you respond to it. And by controlling how you respond to it, you're rewiring your brain and the associations that you have with that thing, if that makes sense. Like, if I keep, it's like, what's it called? Pavlov's dog? Like, I don't know what the exact experiment was, but I know people use it, like, I don't know. If they're trying to lose weight, they'll eat something and then they'll slap themselves or something, so they associate the feeling of hunger with pain. Or you can literally do it with anything. That's just an example. I've seen that on TikTok or Twitter, one of the two. You can literally do that same thing. Low key, it's kind of toxic, so obviously don't hurt yourself too much. But like, if you just want to like literally raw dog it and see what it's like, the minute you do feel something bad or negative, at least what I do, I used to just like pinch myself, like, ooh. So it's like anytime I think of that thing, it's like my brain associates that thought with the pain of pinching myself. I've done like softer experiments too on myself, where when I think of something bad, I envision like a river like this, and imagine this is the boat. So you've got a river like this, it's moving by, and the boat is just moving along with it. I associate that boat with my like thoughts. Like thoughts just have like existing in my brain. The river will always move. It's always gonna move that way or that way, whatever. I don't know. The video is flipped. I don't know, but it's just moving in the away direction. So knowing that thought is moving in the away direction, it's like you're acknowledging that the boat is there, but you're not trying to stop it. You're not even trying to like touch it. You just look at it, move on. There's another boat that's gonna come by. That's literally what you have to do. Anytime I have a negative thought, I think of that thought as a boat that's just moving in the water. How many boats have you seen moving in water? You probably don't even remember that many of them, or all of them, or even the model, the name of the boat. You don't remember any of it. You just acknowledge that the boat is moving this way. That's it. You bitches, everyone, stop fucking making your life miserable and making your existence and time on this earth, whatever, miserable for literally no reason. There's no good reason to stay miserable. And there's no good reason to be miserable so early in the morning. Are you trying to ruin your day? I feel like a lot of you are trying to ruin your day. Because again, I think there's now like this weird, like, what's the word? Like, you love misery. It's almost like sexual. Like, you have something for it. Like, you just keep indulging in misery because you're so used to it, and now it's become like pleasurable for you almost, to the point where when you feel good in the mornings, like, I don't know, waking up, having a shower, going for a walk, you feel like you're performing or cosplaying, when in reality the performance and the cosplaying is you when you're miserable. The you when you're happy, and you know, when you're feeling the brightest, that is the real you. That's the real you. You when you're the most miserable is not the real you. You're choosing to believe that. No one can make you think otherwise except yourself. I don't know. How have you guys been? How have you guys been? I bought a fan today. I saw my dad today, went to get coffee, and we spoke about politics and stuff. He's a capitalist, I'm a socialist, so, but I've come to realize, actually, I'll make a different video about this. Because I actually find this, I'm gonna make a different video about this, actually.